Hello, my name is Jacqueline. The areas of STEM have always fascinated me, but out of all the theories and hard facts, there is one that has always captivated me the most. It's the trillions of tiny spaces that help an organism communicate within itself. They're called the synapse, or the synaptic gap. So let's talk about them. Synapses are very small. It's a narrow gap of extracircular space that is approximately 20 to 40 nanometers wide. So what exactly does that mean? Well, let's provide a scale. This single sheet of paper is about 100,000 nanometers wide. So that tiny little space is about 5,000 times thinner than that piece of paper, and more numerous in the body than grains of sand on the beach. Without them, neurons could not function, for the synapse allows for communication between neurons. This communication system is quite simple. An electrical current travels through the sending neuron cell body, then through the axon, into the axon terminals, where this electrical message is translated within the synapse. It is then received in the dendrites of the receiving neuron. This is an amazing feat of bioelectrical engineering and are amazingly, tremendously abundant within the human brain. The brain has about 100 billion neurons. Each of those has 1,000 to 10,000 synapses. In total, the brain has about 100 to 1,000 trillion synapses, each functioning on its own like a tiny computer, not only able to load different programs at once, but also able to change and adapt. This electrical messaging system functions in two ways, depending on how urgent the message is. The first is electrical. Within this system, the synapse sends an ion current directly from the cytoplasm of one nerve cell to the other. The message is not converted into a neurotransmitter like within a chemical system. Instead, it functions with agility, sort of like the way a heart muscle cell communicates with another. Within a chemical system, these messages are slower, but they're more precise. Rather than allowing the electrical current to run through, the signal is translated into a neurotransmitter. This is a chemical substance that is released at the end of the nerve fiber by the arrival of the electrical current that diffuses across the synaptic gap in order to deliver the message. And although the system is slower perhaps, it still happens within milliseconds. This is truly evolution's greatest gift. Yet our brain's greatest achievement is also its greatest weakness, because of the development of irreversible diseases caused by the deterioration of the ability of the synapses, such as that as Parkinson's or Alzheimer's. We still don't know how to reverse these devastating diseases. Although we have all this information, there is still so much that is still undiscovered. These micro-sized spaces, they fascinate me. The fact that this little space is what allows us to simply live. And research proves that there is still so much to learn about them. A trillion little gaps within our brains is still as unknown as the cosmos.